let's talk about pull requests, folks. And the reason I'm just covering this off is because recently at work I was depending a little bit too heavily on GitHub Copilot to write my summaries in the pull requests, and it was just laying on a little bit too much for people to read when they're reviewing the pull requests, and it wasn't really applying in the description what I had actually done and why I had done it. There was too much fluff, in short, folks. Okay, so let's have a look at some documentation, folks, to help you out with regards to some get commands, and obviously we'll look at a pull request and what GitHub Copilot does as well. So this is the official Git documentation here, folks, and this will contain a lot of commands of what you need to do some development work, folks. But if you come to this Git page here, I will point you to ones that I pretty much use daily, and there's very few of them, folks. First one being git add, the second one being git commit, and the third one being, folks, git push. And they're there, folks. I'll share this documentation with you. For any new changes, folks, that you need to pull down that other people are doing, it's good practice just to do a git pull on your main branch before you create your feature branch. And if you do that there and there are changes that come down and you have created a new feature branch and you want to merge those, it's just a matter of just finding the git merge, folks. If I do it, Control F on that. There you go there, git merge, and then obviously the title of the branch that you want to merge in. Obviously you're on the branch that you want to merge those changes into. But if you click on any of these links here, it'll give you a description of more of the actual commands that you need around that there, and a little bit more context about what it is. So if you're doing a git commit, you would put a -m on that. So you could actually put a message, folks. And on that note as well of doing the git commit, folks, that's it there, git commit -m. You want to put a message that's clear and concise as well about what you're committing, folks. Not too long. What I would say is if we go to this repository of mine here and I click on pull requests and I have changes on one of my feature branches, and I'm just going to do a comparison here with my main, and if I click create pull request, and I've actually ran Copilot here, but I don't want this. I will just run that demonstration in a moment for you. But if your commit message, folks, actually spills over, and it can do this here if it's too long, it'll spill over and actually spill into the summary section. That I've been told by the guys that have been doing it for quite a number of years is too long for your title on your commit. So when you're doing your git commit -m, then the message inside the double quotes, you don't want it to be spilling in here. Otherwise they say it's too long. You want the main description to be in the summary in here, folks, of what you've done and why you've done it. Again, clear and concise. And there is direction from the GitHub documentation about that. It kind of contradicts itself a little bit, folks. I am pro AI. It's just not there yet, I don't believe, with regards to helping out with these pull request summaries. But it will get there in the future. It's saying like making your changes easy to review, and that's keeping them clear. As it says here, clear context in your pull requests helps reviewers quickly see what you've changed and why it matters. And if you know why it matters, folks, you should be able to keep it clear and concise. And again, that's what's been passed on to me from the people that have been in the game for years. And it helps the team move forward quickly and get a look at what you've actually changed and why you've done it. But in this little bit of documentation, it does lean towards Copilot, which I'm again pro for, folks. And it's there for a reason, just to speed things up again. But it shows you how to use it here. It's as simple as clicking in the actual add a description box where you want the summary to be, clicking the little Copilot head, exactly like what's going to happen here. So I'm just going to pull this to the top, stick the cursor where I want this description to go, and just click the little Copilot actions, select summary, and it's going to look at the changes that I have on my feature branch and create a pull request description of what it feels like I've done and why I've done it. But you can see here, this is way too much, folks. I was actually submitting this here as it was, just giving it a quick skim. There's a lot of fluff inside it, unfortunately. You would want to keep something as short as like this size here, folks, as long as it says what you've done and why you've done it. And they say pull requests, you know, for any changes should be for small changes so that they're easily tracked, folks. And if things do go wrong, they're easier to debug. But there's just too much fluff around here. It's given links to file locations, which you can already get to the file location, folks, once the actual pull request has been submitted, because there'll be links to the committed changes there, folks, and the conversation you can have around them. If some people want to drop comments in, they can do. But that's just one to note. There's no harm in using the Copilot to give you a starting point, but definitely what's here is far too much. So that's just one to bear in mind. I will share the Git documentation, and by all means, drill into it. If you find anything there different than what I've told you, you possibly use this on projects that you've worked on that's different from what I've said, then please share it in the comments, folks. The collaboration is always the way we can move things forward and learn from each other. And as always, I leave this one with you and wish you all the best. Take care and good luck.